And joining us now to react, House Freedom Caucus Chair and House Appropriations Committee member, it's Andy Harris of Maryland. It's good to see you, sir.
Good to be with you, Guy.
All right, so you just heard that report from our colleague, and there are some conservatives on the Hill who are happy. I know that your caucus has endorsed the president's budget. Other Republicans worried about the defense spending piece of it. What's your reaction to some of the criticism? Let's start there.
Well, I don't think they understand the way it's structured. I think Russ Vought just said exactly the way it's structured is we level fund in the discretionary budget, and then we add over $100 billion in the reconciliation bill. The total is going to be 13% more than it was last year. Yes, it's structured differently, but that's so that we break the spending habit in Washington and we can eliminate some of the woke policies of the Democrats. It's structured differently, but it delivers on the president's defense agenda.
We've heard from your colleague Chip Roy from Texas saying that Republicans aren't serious enough about cutting spending, and that has to happen here. Then there are other members of your conference who are, let's say, from blue states, worried about SALT deductions and all of that. It seems kind of like a logjam here. Leadership saying they want to get this thing passed by Memorial Day, potentially. Do you think that's realistic? Is that ambitious? What are you hearing from your colleagues?
I think Memorial Day, we could get it out of the House by Memorial Day. It's going to be tight. It's a little ambitious, but I think we can do it. I think we're very close to a deal that, again, delivers on the president's agenda, but make sure that we don't increase the budget deficit with this reconciliation bill. I think we're pretty close. We're not there yet, but I think we can get there. And that's the fiscally responsible thing to do.
I mentioned in your introduction that you're a Maryland congressman, so I want to turn to this story. Fox News has obtained body cam footage of the so-called Maryland father, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Maybe you've heard of him. This happened during a Tennessee traffic stop in 2022. State troopers there initially pulled him over for speeding, but then suspected, I think quite reasonably, that he was involved in human trafficking based on a number of factors. None of this makes for happy reading, though, for Democrats who have decided to die on this hill.
Do you think more of your Democratic colleagues should be traveling to El Salvador to advocate on behalf of Abrego Garcia?
I think you should off. Yeah, that's
I'm sorry, what, Congresswoman? Who should?
You.
Charming. And after some time to simmer down, Omar doubled down, taking to X. You can see it there. Quote, "I said what I said. You and all your miserable trolls can F off." That is your colleague, Congressman from Minnesota, talking about this so-called Maryland man. It seems like even with the legal issues aside, and those are important, the more we learn about this individual, the poster boy that Democrats have selected in this fight, it looks worse for him and worse for them, right?
That's absolutely right. They made a big mistake doubling down on an MS-13 gang member who's not only a wife beater, but actually a human trafficker. I mean, look, this fellow belongs where he is a citizen in El Salvador. And if they say, well, but he's not united with his family, that's fine. Send his family to El Salvador as well. That's where he belongs. He should stay there.
Why do you think it is that some of your colleagues and one of your senators, Chris Van Hollen, have decided to rally around him? Did they not know? Did they not do any due diligence? Do they not care about some of the facts surrounding his case? What's going on?
Look, for 4 years, we watched the Biden administration throw the borders wide open, bring Venezuelan gangs in, bring in MS-13 gangs. They don't care that some of these illegal immigrants are literally violent criminals. They just don't care. They didn't care for 4 years. They don't care now. But the American people do care. They elected Donald Trump to close the border and deport the illegal immigrants. That's what he's doing, and they're pushing back.
Congressman Andy Harris, Republican of Maryland, our guest. Thank you so much for your time.